No, so we were kind of, we were in that same situation in a way the year before, 2 years before. So our first time, it's like me, Matt, Sterling. We saw Bill, Alex Froder, Jackie Cogan, I think.
Yeah, Jay was there too, right?
Jay Moran. Yeah,
I remember that story.
So, bro, can I have another beer too, by the way? Sorry. But, so that year, we ran out of food, but we had, guys, we got to fend for ourselves. So, the thing that was crazy, was that we ran out of food, but this is like, I still like feel like some sort of like spiritual connection being like, bro, Jesus is real. Because so basically like when I found out that Jesus was real, or I felt like this, because we ran out of food. We were starving. Like shit was getting hard. Like we're on a desert, not like a farm, but it's like there's nothing around you. You can't walk anywhere.
No, you can't walk nowhere. Yeah.
You can't leave the festival, because if you leave, you can't come back in. So it's like, okay, we're here. We still got like 2 days, no food. We got water, like, cause we, that's something easy to buy. But it was just like, so we were just starving, and we just end up just walking around one day, and we literally walk up to this tent. It's called the Jesus tent. It's a tent where people from the churches in the surrounding areas of Manchester, Tennessee came together, and like they bought food for people that didn't have food.
Yeah.
Like, and I was like, holy shit. Like, I was like, God is real.
They don't want nobody to die.
Bro, I'm like, because that's what it is. That's what it could be. That's what it's like, that energy that you put back into the earth, bro.
Right. Nah, I feel you.
And I was like, yo, they did this and they saved me and they don't even fucking know it.
Right.
Like, I'm over there like
real.
high as hell, like, thank you, like type shit. And they're just like, oh yeah, here you go. Like, we got these Oreos, these fucking, I'm like,
Sure.
yo, like, y'all don't understand. Like, I was about to starve at this bitch. Like, shit's crazy.
You were like Oliver Twist, like, please have some more.
Some more, please.
Yeah. I remember, man, our year we went. There was one day we knew that we were going to be out the whole day.
Yeah.
And so we had our first meal or whatever. But I remember going so hard, because we were going hard, dancing, blah, blah, not caring. I remember literally, I felt my body, like, when you start to turn your car off, and then you go, like, there's like the accessory mode, you can turn the car off, and you can turn the car on, right?
Yeah.
I literally felt my body like it was a car. Like I literally felt it just switched off into accessory mode.
Oh, that's real.
like it stopped. Like my arms, like all of a sudden I couldn't dance. My body was like, "Yeah, you can't dance anymore." It just shut down. And my arms started to get real heavy. Yeah. My legs started to get heavy, and then all of a sudden I was like, "I gotta sit down." It's like one of those moments. They're like, "Nah, bro, we can't get out now. We got to go to the next show." Yeah. So like, all right, damn. So the next show, I think it was like. Danny Brown. Yeah. I tried to like muster up the courage to like go hard, and I did. And after that, man, I literally just looked at you. I was like, "Yo, if I don't get food, like I'm going to like die." Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm going to die.
I remember something like that, because what we would do is we'd bring like granola bars or crackers with us and shit.
The small shit.
The small shit around. And I remember because we wanted to see Kanye. Obviously, back then Kanye was like. Yeah. That's a GOAT.
Yeah,
you know
Kanye
what I mean?
was
like,
the GOAT.
In 2014, like, after that.
He performed Yeezus under a full moon. Bro.
A full moon. I saw pictures of that shit, because I was like, I was high as hell still in awe. But, like, I remember because we wanted to get a good spot. So we basically,
we definitely got a good spot.
We basically had to be there for the previous two shows, which were not bad. The first one was Vampire Weekend.
Yeah, we saw Vampire Weekend.
Right, and then after that was Janelle Monáe.
Yeah, Janelle Monáe. Yeah. That's when I was introduced.
Yeah. And I remember just like I had to pee so fucking bad. Like I held this shit though, which probably was terrible for my bladder. Oh, yeah. But like, bro, I remember just holding this shit forever, and then I was like, fuck it, I just had to pee. So I left to the side, whatever, did one of the like stretch peas type of shit where it looks like I'm stretching and shit, but I'm really like taking a piss and shit, because I didn't want to miss it. So but we stayed at stage for so long just because we wanted to see Kanye. So we were probably there for at least 3-4 hours. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
no, definitely. That was a great time, honestly. Like, that's the thing, like, people don't understand, which also I didn't understand until my first time going to, like, a music festival, which was Bonnaroo. Music festivals, bro, like, it's like there's vibes there that you will not get just going to maybe just a concert, or just, like, if you think it's like, oh, this is too much money to do this, like, sometimes it's really not. It depends on who's going to be there and who you go with, you know?
Yeah, I feel like it depends on lineup and who you go with.
Yeah.
I mean, I also feel like it depends on the crowd, too.
The crowd, too.
Because now, like, Lollapalooza, like, it's kind of trash because it's all, like, fratty, like...
Yeah, we're not doing that shit.
You know, lacrosse tee, you know, white dudes from the north suburbs and shit, you know what I mean?
Because we went to Summer Smash, whatever it
was. I can't remember what it was called, bro.
I don't remember what it was called.
Summer Smash, wasn't it?
It might have been, but it was a Lyrical Lemonade concert, like, last year. And Myles and I went, but we bought the VIP tickets. True. If we didn't get that shit,
oh my god,
I would have sold my shit.
Oh my god, lines are crazy for everything, like, because we had the little VIP section where we can just get food, drinks, etc.
Drinks,
you know?
no lines,
no
having to talk to people you don't want to fucking talk to, and just like we were just chilling. But it was a good time. Maxo Cream killed it.
True.
Ski Mask. Who
else? Playboy Cardi.
Yeah, Playboy Cardi was there.
Tommy Genesis, Cameron. Yo, funny thing, I remember for the Cameron show, we were in the little VIP section.
Yeah.
There's this dude, I think, who was supposed to go on? Maybe it was Polo G or somebody was supposed to go on. He didn't show, like, I don't know what reason.
Yeah, he didn't.
Like, Polo G wasn't there. And then Cameron went on instead, who was supposed to go, like, maybe an hour later or two later. And we were talking to this dude. He was like, Cameron, like, I don't know about him and shit. I'm like, are you fucking serious? Like, I knew Lyrical Lemonade was about to be some, like, younger crowd type of shit, but I'm like, this niggas, they don't know Cameron? Like, when I really mean it, I was singing every word and shit, and dude was like, what is this? Like, I'm like, bro, are you serious? Like, this is fucking Cameron. Like, what? That blew me. But I knew Lyrical Lemonade was some, like, younger type shit, and, like, the artist there, you know, kind of implemented that, but like, it was still a great time. I had fun.
It was fun. Yeah, only I swear because we got the VIP.
True. Facts.
Shit, we were in that general shit with those niggas. Oh my god, I would have been standing in the back.
But hey, remember though, like during that shit, there was the regular section where people would, you know, listen to the concert, in the VIP section, which was ahead of it. Yeah. Motherfuckers were just hopping that fence, bro. Yeah, you remember that? Like, the security was not giving a fuck, bro. They're just hopping the VIP fence.
Niggas came from the general to the VIP. I mean, at some point, it just turned into one big ass concert. True. Because niggas were just like, oh, I'm in this bitch. Security was not grabbing anybody.
Nah, they were not. Yeah.
But shit. Yo, like, I don't know, like, music festivals, though, they're like, pretty decent. Like, if you really, like, have a chance to go, or, like, you see people I would say if you see more than, like, 5 artists that you like or that are interesting to you, you should go and see something. Because, shit, we saw Kendrick Lamar, like, at Bonnaroo before he even blew up. We saw SZA. We saw a bunch of people that before they were what they are now. And it's like, it's dope to see that, like, sometimes.
Not to be on some hipster shit, but, like, I feel like I enjoy seeing those artists in those smaller venues, you know, before the real blow up, because it's a more intimate setting. You know what I mean?
Very,
like,
that's what
like, it's a more, like, you get, you know, it's just a better experience, in my opinion, versus, like, when they're massive artists and, like, you know, everybody knows them, you know, because they have a critically acclaimed album, whatever, and they've blown up. To where, like, that's still fun and decent, but, like, I feel like a smaller venue type where I remember seeing Kendrick at a really small venue, like 2015. Like when or was it 16 or 15? Where 15. Well, I'm talking about me personally, just because I went solo because I was like, fuck it, I want to see.
Solo to an Earl show.
Oh, that's dope. Because I wanted to see him, you know, and I think To Pimp a Butterfly it just came out, whatever. And it was dope. Like, it was crazy dope. Like, it was just a great experience just being in the smaller venue with an artist that, you know, was at top of the world.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
yeah, no, that's dope as hell. I think I don't know. Fuck that shit. We're done talking about that. Next thing, which might be the last thing for now, but let's go over a moment in your lives where you've been just super drunk or fucked up and you did some dumb shit. I want a story from both of you.
Damn.
Details.
Okay.
Some
all
super
right.
drunk
Let me
shit.
percolate.
Yeah, I'm trying. I mean, I have a lot of those moments.
Yeah.
So
I could go if you want me to
Go ahead, and I should. It'll come to me.
Because this one is going to involve you too, in a way. Because I was on some dumb shit. So basically, shit, what are we? 18, 19. Probably, I'm going to say 18. Because I think I was a senior in high school or something. I came out here for the summer. I went to high school in Atlanta, but I used to come back to Chicago every summer to hang out with them and my other friends. So I'm pretty sure, if I'm not mistaken, our friend Bill got us all to go to this party. I forgot the female's name that the party was. We don't need to say it, I guess, anyways. But she was having a birthday party. And she was Hispanic, and there was like a huge party in the backyard with like all of her family and friends and a few people from high school. So they just opened the doors kind of to us. Like, I feel like, in a way, maybe if that was me, I don't know if I would have like some random ass niggas over there. But they were kind of just like, yo, like, y'all come back here, like, we're chilling. They were really welcoming, and it felt good. Like, it was dope. So we drank like either 140. Yeah, we all had a 40 ounce, and we all drank it before we got to the party. And we had a bottle of some nasty ass like blueberry or blue raspberry, like what is it? UV. Yeah, UV. And we had a bottle of a handle of Captain Morgan. So
I remember.
You remember this?
Yeah.
And we were with like probably like 6-7 people. But that's too much alcohol for that amount of people. So basically, we're at the party, we're chilling, playing beer pong, laughing it up, talking to people, like. And the thing was, we created a game inside of this party, which you guys should try sometimes if you are not older than the age of 25. Because if you do that when you're older, you'll probably fuck yourself up. But when we were young, we were like, okay, so we have these 2 bottles between like the 7 of us or whatever. And it was like, if you want to give the bottle to somebody else, like, you have to take another shot before you give it to the next person. So it's like, oh, I want to drink. So like, let me get the bottle. You take your shot. You can hold on to it for a while. But if somebody comes and asks you for it, or if you want to give it to somebody else, you have to take the shot before you pass it back. So that's what ruined my life, basically. So we did that shit with 2 different types of liquors, and then we were also just playing flip cup, beer pong and shit. There comes to a point in the night where, like, I asked somebody where the bathroom is. I don't even know what the fuck they said to me. I'm like, where's the bathroom? They told me where it was, but for some reason I just turned around and walked the whole opposite direction to the backyard. So I'm just peeing like on some dude's tire or whatever in some random ass car in the backyard. And then like I remember I think Kwaku pulled up or something. Like one of our friends pulled up like and was gonna take us to McDonald's, and he wasn't drunk, but everybody else was drunk. But basically, Trent, I think you might have called me like, "Oh, yo, we're like on this street. Like, come to this street." I don't know why, but me and Alex are just hopping people's fences in the back. Like, we're just going. We're like, "Oh, the street is this way." Like, we're not going around. Like, we're gonna go like through these people's backyards. So, like, first of all, I was way too drunk to be jumping fences. My athletic ability saved me on that one. Like, Alex, this nigga busted his fucking eye. It was so funny. And it was just me. So, like, yeah. So, like, this nigga tried to jump the fence and busted his eyes. Like, I'm telling you, it was so loud on the grass. Like, he made the earth shake. And then
I was a big dude.
He's a big dude. So these people come to their back window. They lift the window like, "Hey, this is private property." And I'm like laughing. I'm like, "I'm sorry. we were trying to get to the street. Can we go this way? And she's like, no, you have to go back. And then I was like, but the street is right. She's like, you have to go back. Like, and I was like, okay. And she closed it. And I was like, fuck you, bitch. And then we ran through her yard or whatever to the street. And then we found them. I don't know how. You guys were just right there. So like you gave us directions or whatever, and we followed it.
That's funny.
And then so we go to McDonald's, and like I don't remember how. This is when I'm like I'm just completely fucked at this point. So like we get to McDonald's. I don't remember anything. I just remember we get back to the party, and I have a large fry in my hand, and I'm like I don't know how I got this. Did I give them my money? Like, I don't know shit. I'm like, I have a large fry, so I just ate it. Like, I was fucked up.
French fried and French fries.
Yeah, that's how, French fried and French fries. For real. So I had that large fry. I slammed it. Everybody ate their food. And for some reason, like, don't do this. I don't know why we did this. We were stupid kids. But we threw it out the window, but we were parked. Like, we threw our food out the window and we were parked. And an officer just walks up and like taps on the window like his flashlight, like so, like you guys went to McDonald's, and I'm in the back, like my head is bobbling like crazy.
Oh my
God, we're underage.
I remember now. I remember now, bro. Oh my God,
and
brother.
Quaku was not drunk, but he was driving, so he wasn't drunk. He was like the only one. And like I'm in the back trying to keep my fucking head straight. I'm like, oh shit, like we're all underage, drunk as fuck. And I'm like just bobbling. And then like the dude, like I swear he put the flashlight on.
You sobered up real quick.
I didn't. I was probably
quick.
just like like trying so hard to just sit straight. And he's like, hold on, let me get my partner over here. And then so his partner pulls up. And he puts that big ass light that they have on the car on us, and the dude driving the car, his partner, he's like, Quaku. I was like, oh my fucking God, bro. So this dude ended up being Quaku's brother's friend. So he's like, Quaku, y'all go home. Bro. So we got
so lucky, bro.
We got so lucky. And then, but these niggas, this is where shit went wrong. For some reason, I think somebody had an open crib where their parents were home. We were young, so. Like, we still don't live with our parents at the time. But somebody had an open crib, but they brought me back to their house, and your mom and dad were sleeping. I was so fucking drunk. And I basically, long story short, I woke up in the bathroom to my brother kicking me. And I wake up and I look down. My pants are on my ankles. I just basically fell off of the toilet, like, and my dick is on the tile. And their mom and dad just opened the door because they heard me snoring in the bathroom. And I was just there. Like, that's just how, I don't know what happened.
Oh my God. My dad got a kick out of it. He was laughing and shit.
Nah, Cliff is cool as hell.
Yeah.
So he really, he knew it. Like, we were on some dumb shit.
Yeah, he knew.
That was my drunkest moment. So you guys got one now?
See, I've been thinking of it, and I have a lot of drunk moments because I'm the type of person who likes to drink a lot.
Yeah.
So, in my younger years, so this is when I was maybe 20, 21, maybe, but I was living at my parents' house at the time, and me and my homie, 'cause we live in a college town, so we'd always try and go to the college frat parties because what the fuck else we gonna do? You know what I'm saying? Like, to turn up and drink and shit. And so, we do that thing where like, oh yeah, we know what's his name here and shit, whatever. And they like let us into this frat house. Yeah. And I'm drunk as shit. And I ended up knowing somebody who was there because I used to work at the college and shit back in the summer. I ended up knowing somebody. I was like, oh, what's up, bro? It's my frat, blah, blah, blah. So he kept pouring us shots. We get drunk as shit. And so at this point, I'm wasted. Like, because me and my friend, we're the type where we get our own bottle. We, pregame a ton. Yeah. Like, I'm talking about drinking damn near a whole fifth between us before we even get to the party. So, once we get to the party, I'm fucked up. Like, already, and I'm taking shots. Mm-hmm. And I asked dude, like, oh, yo, where's the bathroom at? And, at the same time, because you reminded me of this because when you said this shit, I was like, oh, where's the bathroom at? And he told me, and I couldn't comprehend what he was saying. So I just walked away and, like, try and find it. And I had to pee so fucking bad I couldn't find the bathroom. What I did see was a fireplace. So I was like, I looked around, there was nobody around and shit. And I started taking a piss. And then no bullshit, my friend for some reason maybe was looking for me. Like came through and saw me like pissing in his fast fireplace, bro. Like he was like, "Mom, what the fuck, man? Like, what the bro? Are you serious right now? Like all this type of shit, bro." I'm like, I kept peeing, like, what am I supposed to do?
You're like, I'm already
I kept peeing, like, I'm not gonna stop.
I can't stop now.
You know when you drunk pee, like, you be peeing for a long ass time and shit. And so I was like, I didn't say nothing, but I was like, I'm sorry, man, like, and I just kept me. I was like, I can't believe you, bro. Why would you do some shit like that? And they kicked us out of that.
That is so fucking funny.
But that's the time I got kicked out of a frat for peeing in the fireplace.
That's fucking
I'm like, in my head, I probably thought like, damn, I can't find a bathroom. This is probably the next best place to go piss. You know what I mean? Like,
you couldn't think.
I couldn't think straight. Like, I'm sure I walked past the bathroom a bunch of times, but
See, sometimes I swear you don't know what people are saying. Like, I was like, nigga, what did you just say? Like, so I just laughed like you did. But Trent, what is yours?
Let's see, drunk story that really like stuck with me. I would say we must have been going to the beach one day, and we're like pre-gaming and shit. We wanted to be drunk and shit.
Yeah.
So we're going to the beach, and I felt like, for whatever reason, I was like, I'm just trying to get, plastered or whatever, like fucked up. So we're all like taking shots and shit like that, and I'm I don't know, like I think my body is just like not like maybe like I didn't eat or like just not a veteran with the drinking. You know what I'm saying? Like super youthful and that shit.
You just keep going.
Right. So what ends up happening is when we like leave the beach and shit, hella dehydrated, right, bro? Yeah. Like lit as fuck. I'm like, all right, like, I'm about to go home, blah, blah, blah. Like, no, we're about to go to this party, like, blah, 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 afterwards. So I'm like, all right. I'm like, all right, I guess we're doing this. I'm sticking to it. Bro, when I tell you, bro, that moment where you're like that fucked up dude at the party and like everybody's like, bro, I was so fucked up. I fell asleep with my hands inside my pants on the couch at somebody's house. Dude, they didn't really know me and shit.
Oh my gosh,
bro. Yeah. When I woke up, bro, I was like, where the fuck like that moment where you wake up, you're like, I was like, where the fuck am I? And I was just surrounded by motherfuckers who I didn't really know, just like fucked up, like, yo, bro, you need to get the fuck out of here, like you're passed the fuck out. And I ended up having the longest drunk ass walk home, bro. I'm talking like south side of Evanston, walking all the way fucking home. I think Joel or somebody walked with me like halfway because he knew I was fucked up. You know what I'm saying? But we were like, it was like we could. I knew I wasn't driving that night.
Yeah.
Bro, when I tell you I saw some crazy shit, like, bro, we were walking back and I swear to you, bro, I thought like I wasn't gonna make it. It was like, 5 miles felt like 55.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I was just like,
this is before Uber?
Yeah, before Uber and all that shit. I was like, I was so off that, like, I never would forget, like, the feeling of being like hungry, dehydrated, hungover, and having to walk home at like 2 a.m. in the morning and shit like that. Yeah. And then finally getting home and like it's like damn near light out. And then my mom gets up early and shit. Yeah. So I was like, it reminded me. I don't know if y'all remember the Iron Giant, but like there's one of the scenes where the kid he like goes out and he sees like the giant and he's like out the whole night, and when he walks in, like he gets into his room and his mom like knocks on the door, hey, breakfast is ready and shit. And he like, bro, like I had to front, like I wasn't tired and shit, bro. Yeah. That shit was, I'll never forget that shit, bro. That shit was so heavy on my legs and like on my body. Like that was a full ass day of like drinking and like doing shit.
Having to walk all the way.
Oh my god, bro. Shit. That shit was terrible.
That's crazy.
So I was like, I don't know if I can do that shit again. You know what I'm saying?
I feel that.
Yeah, I definitely been in my younger years. I was known for blacking out and like and just passing out. That's crazy to say. Like, well, mostly in college. That's but when I went to school at Mizzou, I was known for like passing out. Where like, because if people know me, know that like I'm a hard sleeper. So like once I'm asleep, like it's hard to get me up. Like if I fell asleep at a concert, I wouldn't wake up.
Like a grizzly bear. Like low key, I swear this dude will never get. He gets up when he gets up.
Right, like especially when I'm lit, like and I'm not waking up. Like you know what I mean. So there's been many times where like. I remember the last thing I remember is like having fun and shit, and then I wake up like, oh damn, what the fuck happened last night? You know what I mean? Like I've weeded that out of my, of my life, but 18, 19 years old, that used to happen to me more frequently than I wish it did. You know what I mean?
Yeah, bro. I have one time when that. Well, I have probably 2 times when that happened, but there's this one time I was so fucking confused because I never really blacked out like that much, like. I would get fucked up, but I'll be like the nigga that gets fucked up, and then I have to throw up. Like, but I wouldn't like black out. But there's this one time where I really, really, like, it felt like the snap of a finger. Like, I don't know if that's how it felt. Like,
nah, I've been there, yeah.
So, like, basically, all I remember was being fucked up on this guy's couch, just like, and we were freestyling. So, like, I'm like rapping and shit, and niggas are rapping, and we're going in a circle. And I swear I was like, I felt like I was rapping, and I felt like I blinked, and I opened my eyes. First of all, it's fucking daytime, and then second, there's literally nobody in there but me. Like, what the fuck? Like, I was so confused. You don't understand. Like, I was like, what the hell happened? I look outside. It's a cul-de-sac, so during the night there were like 50 cars in this driveway. And I look out, it's literally just my car and the nigga that lives here in the driveway. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, what the fuck happened, man? I had to leave, like, as fast as
You're like, bro, I gotta get the fuck out of here.
I went home, like, lit. It's not lit, but, like, I went home, like, hung over as fuck. Yeah. I was like, bro, I had to leave right now. Because, like, imagine already how awkward that was. Like, this nigga's just passed out on your couch like after this big ass party, and this is one nigga just here. Like, well, I was like, what? Like, that shit was so confusing, bro.
Yeah, man.
Those
are
good days.
I have one more story if we're good. All right, but it'll be quick.
All right.
So last year, me and Trent, we went to Japan, and it's Halloween. Yeah. And so we're dressed up, whatever. We go to this club. It's called, there's a chain of them. It's called One Oak. I think there's one in LA, maybe one in New York. Yeah. There's one in Japan and or in Tokyo. And so, we pre-gamed. Obviously, it's lit. I don't know if people know, but in Japan, you can drink on the street, whatever. Like, you can just drink beer on the street. So yeah. So literally, we pre-game in our Airbnb. We bring beers and drinks with us on the way to the club, whatever. And so at this point, I'm pretty drunk. I'm like, acts like I'm ready to, like, I'm drunk. Like, to the point where I'm like a little bit sloppy, but like, and I'm so euphoric, because the music is good and shit, whatever. Yeah. So we're in this club, and I end up talking to this girl, and she had like broken English, whatever. I think she was well, I found out later she was a college student, but so basically what happens is, so I'm talking to this girl, and I kind of remember, well, I mostly don't remember, but basically it was like, we leave together from this club, and then, we go into this, like, I thought it was her apartment, so, I'm like, oh shit, what's up? You know what I mean? Like, she opens the door, and like, this lady is like asking me for money, like, I'm like, damn, did I just solicit a prostitute? Like, oh shit, like, what the fuck? And like, my drunk ass, obviously, I was like, fuck it, I swiped my shit. Like, I thought, but I was like, I'm already here, like, damn, like, in my head, I'm thinking, damn, did I solicit a prostitute? Like, damn, she was going after me, like, that's what she do. And so, at this point, I thought she was one. So, but I was like, fuck it. So I'm there, whatever, and we get our own room, whatnot. And I'm wasted, we do, et cetera, et cetera. Yeah. And this is the part where it's foggy. I think it's super late. It's maybe like 3 or 4 in the morning. Yeah. and I remember waking up like I was either there or near there, and it's bright outside. And I'm like, oh shit, like. Yeah. And like I have all my shit with me, and she's gone. Like no one's in the room but me. And my phone's dead. And so I'm like, we're in Japan, so it's like, you know what I mean? Like we're with a group of people, and I'm sure they went all back to the hotel or to the Airbnb. Yeah. So I'm like, oh shit, so I leave. I'm like, what? At this point, I'm still fucked up. Like my phone's dead. I really don't know where I am because I'm in a foreign country and shit. Yeah. So I ended up walking around and shit, like, okay. And then I kind of remember the train system a little bit. And so I get on the train. I ended up going past our apartment, Airbnb. And then at this point, I'm still walking around like, oh, shit, I'm fucked up. And so I ended up seeing, like, a corner store. I'm like, fuck, I just bought a phone charger and a cord. Yeah. Just because like I need to get home. Like some shit at that point. Like, at this point. And so I finally I go into this like it's not I forget what it was called. Just like a breakfast fast food spot that they have. Eating food and charging my phone. And I finally am able to get back to my apartment or to the Airbnb. It's probably like 8 in the morning, 9 in the morning at this point. And then I was like, I told everybody what happened, and they're like, and this girl who we were with, she's like Japanese American. She has family in Japan. She's like, oh, you probably just went to a love hotel. I was like, what the fuck? Like, so basically it's like a motel, for lack of a better term, where like it's common in Japan, where like people you meet out at a bar, or whatever, you don't want to take them home, so you take them to
it's made for one night stand.
Made for one night stand. And at this point, I thought like, I just like solicited a prostitute. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I'm like, why am I paying to like, go inside this room? I'm like, oh damn. So I got lucky because like I didn't smash a prostitute. It was more like this girl who knew what was up.
The fact that you still risked it, you didn't give a fuck.
Bro, that's when I was drunk, bro. Like I was wasted, bro.
That's funny as hell.
And like I swiped my card and I was like, fuck it, like you know what I mean?
I feel you.
And maybe I should have realized at that point, like, why am I swiping my card to like for a prostitute and shit? But you know what I'm saying? Because it's 2020 now, but I don't know. This is last year, 2019, but. Man,
that story is interesting because it shows like the disconnect of like the cultures and like it's like she very clearly probably knew that's what she was gonna do or whatever from the beginning.
Yeah, exactly.
And you have no fucking.
I had no clue. I thought we're going back to her place. Yeah. And like I said earlier, like I think she was a college student. Like spoke broken English and shit, but I met her at this club, etc. So I'm like, okay, So I thought, like, damn, she just finessed my ass. You know what I mean? Like,
that's funny as hell, bro.
Like, I really thought that it was like a fucking prostitution, like, ring and shit. Like,
that's a good story. Next time we come on, like, the podcast, we gotta talk about you guys going to other countries and shit.
Oh hell yeah!
Yeah, I still haven't left the country. I need to. I'm ready to.
Yeah, man.
Traveling the world is fun.
It changes you, man. You learn experiences and shit.
Yeah. But I appreciate you guys coming on.
No doubt.
Yeah, man, that was fun.
Yeah, so last thing I want to do, if you guys have, or if you want to shout out your Instagram or you have like any other social media that you want to shout out or anything, go ahead and let them know.
Word. You can find me on IG, go_Myles with a Y, MYLES. Yep.
And IG, you can find me at Tracing Trent. Like tracing like a piece of paper, tracing Trent. I do fitness, so check it out.
And you guys know you can find me on Instagram at less.plus. So that is LESS _PLUS. And you guys can listen to all the episodes of the podcast and be updated with everything else that's coming up, music and all. So we appreciate it. Now, fuck off.